Hello friends, welcome you all. In the previous lecture, we were discussing about the different distribution strategies adopted by bank and different value key drivers in the bank assurance distribution channel. Today, we are going to discuss and study the status of bank assurance in India, what is the status and which companies are playing a leading role in the bank assurance in India. Before that, have a look at the progress of bank assurance in India. Bank assurance is the new buzzword in India, and it is the new product in the Indian financial sector, and it is contributed to the development of Indian financial sector also, because one more product added in the Indian financial sector. It originated in the year 2000 in India, but it is originated before that in the France, and it is developed in the European market, in US, and later on it came to India after the fulfillment of regulatory framework. And when Reserve Bank of India and Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India have given approval to bank assurance in India, then and it is originated in the year 2000 after the approval of Reserve Bank of India and Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. When the government issued a notification under Banking Regulation Act, which allowed it Indian Bank to do insurance distribution in India, uh, some modification done by the government of India by issuing notification under the Banking Regulation Act, because banking sector is governed in India under the Banking Regulation Act 1949 and Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. The Government of India, during its notification dated 3rd August 2000, has accepted insurance as an acceptable form of banking under the Banking Regulation Act 1949. So, bank assurance became the one of the product can be done or can be included in the form of banking in India after the government notification dated 3rd August 2000. The Reserve Bank of India too has approved bank assurance by allowing banks to offer physical infrastructure to insurance companies within the premises of some selected branches, and allowing them to sell their insurance product to the bank's customers. But open architecture was not accepted in this period in 2000. Some limitations were there about which products and the tie-up with the how many companies can we tie up with one bank. So limitations were there, but after acceptance of open architecture in bank assurance, now one bank can act as a corporate agent for or broker for many insurance companies. Before open architecture, some mis-sellings happened, and government of India again modified this structure of bank assurance in India. Reserve Bank of India also, after the government of India approved bank assurance and allowed it to use physical infrastructure of bank for insurance companies also, but within some selected premises or some selected branches of banks. These banks in exchange earn referral fees based on the premium collected. Banks can earn in exchange of offering bank assurance. referral fees, commissions, or brokerages. It is depend on the structure and tie-up and venture of the bank and insurance company. Bank assurance started getting more recognition after Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India passed a separate notification in October 2002 of corporate agency regulation. As per the concept of corporate agency, banks can act as an agent of one life and one non-life insurers. SBI Life Insurers company is the biggest player in the bank assurance. This notification earlier given the condition that banks can act as an agent of one life only and one non-life insurers only. But after the acceptance of open architecture model in the bank assurance sector, now bank can act as a agent or broker or insurance distributor for more than one bank, more than one life and more than one non-life insurers or insurance company. Companies like Aviva, MetLife, Birla Sun Life, SBI Life, and SBI General Insurance, ICICI Prudential Life, and ICICI Lombard General Insurance, SDFC Standard Life, SDFC Ergo General Insurance, then Kotak Life Insurance, Aviva Life Insurance, ING Vaishya Life Insurance, etc. have developed bank assurance as an important channel of the distribution in India. Here I have a look some tie-ups of banks with life insurance companies. SDFC Bank, SDFC have Standard Union Bank of India, Indian Bank, SDFC Bank, Bank of Baroda, Saraswat Bank, etc. Then ICICI Prudential Insurance Company have Federal Bank, ICICI Bank, Bank of India, Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank, then Allahabad Bank, South Indian Bank, City Bank, Lord Krishna Bank, Goa State Cooperative Bank, Indore Paraspar Sahkari Bank, then Manipal State Cooperative Bank and Jalgaon People's Cooperative Bank, Shamrao Vittal Cooperative Bank, etc. So SDFC Bank compared to SDFC Bank, SDFC Life Insurance Company, ICICI Prudential have so many tie-ups with the banking partners. Birla Sun Life Insurance Company have tie-up with Citibank, Dutch Bank, IDBI Bank, then Development Credit Bank, Bank of Rajasthan, Bank Muscat, Catholic Syrian Bank at Limited, Andhra Bank, Karur Vysya Bank, etc. Then comes Tata AIG, HSBC. The Tata AIG have banking partner HSBC, Citibank, IDBI Bank, Union Bank of India, etc. Then SBI Life Insurance Company have two partners, banking partner, State Bank of India, BNB Paribas, etc. Compared to other life insurance companies, ICICI Prudential company have more banking partners. ING Vaishya Life Insurance have Vaishya Bank, Bharat Overseas Bank, Alliance Bajaj Insurance Company have tie-up with Standard Chartered Bank, Syndicate Bank. Then MetLife Insurance Company have partner tie-up with the banking partners such as Dhanalakshmi Bank, Jammu and Kashmir Bank, Karnataka Bank, UTI Bank, etc. Aviva life insurance company have ABN Amro, American Express, Canara Bank, Lakshmi Vilas Bank, etc. Life Insurance Corporation, that is the one of the important public sector life insurance company, and with the biggest market share, have the partnership or tie-up with following banking partners such as Corporation Bank, Oriental Bank of Commerce, and it recently signed MOU with Nedgundgadi Bank, Central Bank of India, Indian Overseas Bank, then Bank of Punjab, Vijaya Bank is there, Centurion Bank is there, the City Union Bank Limited, and Repco banks. So compared to other banks, other life insurance companies, ICICI Prudential have many partners, number one partners. After that, LIC comes after that. In case of tie-ups with the banks. Now type of banks with general insurance companies. First is Bajaj Alliance. Bajaj Alliance have banking partner with Bank of Punjab, Bank of Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir Bank, Karur Vysya Bank, Lord Krishna Bank, then Punjab and Sind Bank, Shamrao Vittal Cooperative Banks. Here one thing is there, that is cooperative banks also providing the bank assurance and started selling the bank assurance. Karnataka Bank is there, tie-up with Bajaj Alliance, then Dutch Bank, United Bank of India, SDFC Bank, Yes Bank is there, and they have tie-up with Bajaj Alliance. Then come Royal Sun Alliance Insurance, General Insurance Company, which have tie-up with Citibank, ABN AMRO, Standard Chartered Bank, American Express, Repco Bank, then SBI, General G, Karur based Lakshmi Vilas Bank, etc. Tata AIG have HSBC, IDBI, Union Bank of India, three banking partners. ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company have tie-up with ICICI Bank and Centurion Bank. Reliance General Insurance have Development Credit Bank, tie-up with Development Credit Bank and Eco Bank. United India Insurance Limited, General Insurance Company have tie-up with Punjab National Bank, Andhra Bank, Dhanalakshmi Bank, Indian Bank, South India Bank, Federal Bank, Syndicate Bank, etc. One more thing you can observe here, one bank have tie-up with many insurance companies. So one bank now can act as a insurance agent, insurance distributor or corporate agent for many life insurance and non-life insurance companies. Before open architecture, this was not the case. United India Insurance Limited, General Insurance Company, have tie-up with Punjab National Bank, Andhra Bank. We have seen that. The New India Assurance Company have tie-up with Union Bank of India, SBI, Corporation Bank, Catholic Syrian Bank, and United Western Bank. The Oriental Insurance Company Limited have tie-up with Department of Post. Here one thing is notable, that Department of Post also acting as a bank assurance, and it is have tie-up with Oriental Insurance Company Limited. Oriental Bank of Commerce and State Bank of Saurashtra have tie-up with the Oriental Insurance Company, and National Insurance Company have tie-up with Allahabad Bank, Bank of India, and Vijaya Bank. So we can observe from above list that the cooperative banks are very few who are offering bank assurance. And if we observe one more thing, that Private and nationalized and all types of banks have started selling bank assurance and have tie-up with life insurance companies and non-life insurance companies also. Now let us discuss the bank assurance in India and abroad. Bank assurance has grown in different countries at different pace and taken different forms depending upon the demography, economic and legislation prescription in that country. Economic and legislation means regulatory framework, laws, different rules set up by the government. Demography means the demography is important factor which impact the insurance sector because how the structure of population is, it is impact on the it affect on the insurance purchase and insurance sector. So demography, the human behavior or the behavior of a population and perception of the population affect the insurance sector because finally insurance is for the people, and how people behave, how they have their perception about life and the risk in their life and risk in the general insurance also. Bank assurance has become a success story in Europe, representing over two-thirds of the premium income in life insurance, 60% in France and 50% in Belgium and Italy. As a matter of fact, it has its deep root in European countries, particularly in France, Spain, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Italy, where banks distribute more than 50% of the total life policies. However, in USA, Germany, and UK and Canada, growth of bank assurance is limited. In Asia, bank assurance is relatively a new concept. However, it is expected to surge significantly in the ensuing years due to relaxations in the existing stringent regulations and laws and government regulations. In India, first government have issued notification under the Banking Regulation Act, and after that in 2002, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India also issued notification for the acceptance and some permissions for banks to work in the bank assurance sector, insurance sector. Among Asian countries, Malaysia and Taiwan, with their market share of 25% and 35% respectively, are front runners in bank assurance. In case of Indonesia, a bank can sell insurance product of two insurance companies. In Philippines, banks are permitted to own 100% of the insurance company, and bank is allowed to lease part of its premises to an insurance company even. In Argentina, sale of insurance product to bank customer is done through separately formed undertaking entities. In Brazil, insurance products are distributed through all channels, including banks, except agents because of prohibitory regulations. In China, a foreign company can own 100% of an approved insurance company, but the former can operate only in two metropolitan city only. So geographical limitations are there in the China. In Japan, the insurance companies have been authorized to set up banking subsidiaries, and life and non-life insurance companies are authorized to sell each other products. In Singapore and South Korea, banks can act as a broker. Bank assurance in India has started picking up after the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India notification on corporate agency regulation in October 2002, which allowed banks to act as an agent of only one life and one non-life insured insurance companies. But now it is modified, and now banks can act as a agent, broker, and distributor for insurance for many life and non-life insurance companies, more than one life and more than one non-life insurance companies. Banks are likely to be allowed to form subsidiaries to hold their stake in insurance joint ventures. However, under Section 92, second of the Banking Regulation Act, the investment by a bank in a subsidiary company should not exceed 10% of the bank's paid up capital and reserves. This would constrain a bank's ability to expand the capital of its insurance venture. What are the emerging trends in India? Though bank assurance has conventionally targeted the mass market, but bank assurers have begun to finely fragment the market. The search for the additional growth and the desire to market to specific client is becoming increasingly competitive due to the substantial cost benefits embedded in product pricing or through the appeal of convenience and innovation. Bank assurers have shown a willingness to establish their product range to include products beyond those related to bank products. And in a concluding remark, we can say that the insurance industry in India has been progressing at a rapid speed since the inception of this sector. In a country like India, which consists of a diverse set of people combined with problems of connectivity in rural areas, makes the insurance selling a very difficult task. So, due to this reason, insurance companies required good distribution strength and huge manpower to reach out to such a huge customer base. The concept of bank assurance in India is still in its emerging stage, but an incredible potential reveals that bank assurance in India has a very bright future. Bank assurance has grown at different places and taken shapes and forms in different countries depending upon demography, behavior of the population, structure of the demography, economic and legislative prescriptions in that country. Then it provides various advantage to banks, insurers, and the customers. The success of bank assurance would mostly depend on how well insurers and banks understand each other's business and how they keep their business relations with each other. In the previous lecture, we have seen that the uh, strategy of the distribution and the philosophy of business in the management of bank and in the insurance company may be different, and conflict may happen in the philosophy and working culture of banking sector and insurance sector. But how they understand, how they have mutual understanding will lead to the success of bank assurance. And bank assurance success of bank assurance would mostly depend on how well insurers or insurance company and banks understand each other's business. Recently, various innovations have taken place in the insurance sector to suit and satisfy the growing needs of various customers. Different insurance products have come in the market according to the need and demand of the customers and suitability of the customers. So there is every reason to be optimistic that bank assurance in India will play a long inning and have a bright future, and the insurance, this bank assurance certainly will contribute to development of Indian financial market. So friends, that is from my side in this today's lecture. Thanks for watching. If you have any problem, questions or queries, then let me know. Write your name in the comment box. See you in the next lecture. Bye bye.